At the cold voice, the three of them were shocked and turned toward the door, where he was wearing a white shirt and black coat on his arm. He was staring at three of them. Sir, they were not giving me a chance to say anything. They have bothered me a lot. Taehyung and Hun were looking at Jungkook with pale faces. Rumi, Rumi was coming from the corner of the lounge. As she heard a voice, Jungkook's eyes were on Taehyung. They would lower his head, looking at him with his piercing gaze. We are trapped, they murmured, on which Hun looked helplessly at Jungkook. Yes, Super, Rumi said in a soft voice. Give that file to Jay, which I gave you before. Jungkook stared at that two siblings and said to Rumi, Okay. As soon as he said that, she had run to give the file from above. As soon as he got the file, Jay left in a running manner. Jungkook, I'm going. I have to make my assignments. Hun had run away from there. As soon as he said that, now he started looking at Taehyung. They had shown all his teeth with a fake smile. He came closer to Taehyung with a sharp gaze. I have to go to washroom, they said helplessly, placing his hand on his stomach. He kept his eyes narrowed and kept looking at Taehyung. Yeah, go to washroom. It's important, right? He said seriously while looking at Tae. As Jungkook said, they had disappeared in the blink of an eye. He kept watching Tae go seriously, putting both of his hands in his pants pocket. Then he dialed a number. Hello, Invu, bring Jinno tomorrow. I want Rumi and him to talk to each other face to face. Only then. I got to fix the wedding date. He spoke seriously, fixing his eyes on the stair. Okay, I will wait. He turned off the phone as soon as he said that and went toward his room. As soon as he entered the room, his eyes went toward the washroom door. But Taehyung was laying on the bed, wrapping in a blanket, enjoying that sleep. Jungkook put both of his hands in his pockets and came toward Taehyung. Taehyung clenched the blanket in his fist. His eyes were closed. He could hear the sound of Jungkook's footsteps. Why didn't you go to washroom? He said, placing his hand on his waist. I'm sleeping. I will go in the morning. As soon as they saw, they bit his lips between his teeth. Jungkook slowly bent down, removed the blanket from his face. I have seen such a golden quality for the first time. He spoke sarcastically. They opened his eyes, then they was about to get up and sat down when he quickly put his arm around Taehyung. They got up shocked. I have to get up, they said. Then get up. He leaned over Tae and spoke in a low tone. They started looking at Jungkook's hand around him in surprise. You remove your hand first, they said quickly, after seeing his face being touched by his eyelashes. Why do you bother Jay today? He said seriously while still leaning on Taehyung's face. They answered me. Seeing Taehyung silent, he said in a low tone, I considered him as a guest and offered him tea and was about to stop him for dinner too. When you came, they said remove his hand from his wrist and spoke quickly. Oh, really? He raised his eyebrows and said, Yeah, they said while looking at his eyes. Tomorrow, Rumi fiance Chino will come, he said with a slight smile. What? They saw him shocked. Yeah. Jungkook held his hand and made him sit on the bed and said, I will not let him come to my house. They said, spoken very angrily. Taehyung, he spoke in a warning tone, on which they fell silent. Then they smiled. I was joking. I have a habit of joking, you don't know. Just don't worry. They see his hand around his waist. I'm getting sleepy, and then I have to prepare things for tomorrow too, right? They said while smiling. Go to sleep. And take care of one thing, give him tea with sugar. Because I have checked, there is enough sugar stock in the house. He said while looking at their pale complexion, while smiling eyes. They smiled, but how much the smile was fake, they both know. I will break his leg. Just let me come. Rumi had become my brother's bride early. I will do anything for her. Jungkook crumbled while laying down. Did you say something? No, I was sleeping, they said while taking the blanket over his face. Jungkook smiled. He opened the button of his shirt and went toward the washroom. It was in a simple trouser and shirt. He had come after taking a shower. He saw Taehyung and went toward him. There was muttered from inside the blanket, and he took Tae in his arm along with the blanket. Taehyung got surprised. Jungkook slowly removed the blanket from Taehyung's face and smiled, because Taehyung was surprised, with his mouth wide open. You don't get sleepy. You wake up 5 in the morning, then office, then home, and you don't get tired, they said, annoyed, to which he seriously looked at his face. Jungkook smiled. Now how can I tell you that your existence is my energy? My tiredness ran away as I saw you. Jungkook just smiled. Jungkook started to drop small drops of water from his hair to Taehyung's face. They keep looking at his wet impressions in surprise. I want to hear the story from our wives. Jungkook hugged Tae closer to him and spoke in a serious tone. On which they keep looking at him helplessly, then looked at his face. They start telling him the story of a prince. Jungkook didn't know when he fell asleep. While listening, they was lost in his impressions. While looking at him very carefully, they also fell asleep himself. They had walked up this morning in the dark. Jungkook had gone for a morning walk. They got up, freshened up, put a new dress, and went to the balcony. It was still dark, like the arrival of morning light. They enjoyed the beautiful view. Suddenly Jungkook came and saw the empty bed. He came to the balcony looking at Taehyung. A smile came to Jungkook's lips. Taehyung was looking extremely cute to him. He was sitting next to Tae and started looking at his face. When Tae suddenly eyes fell on Jungkook and he got scared.